Gaz Burrows here at burrowspt.com. Now, this is probably the answer that most people will not want to hear to a question that gets asked a lot, and it's with regards to stretching and mobilisation. Going back over a year, probably about 18 months ago now, I got injured. I injured my lower back through repetitive movements of deadlifting, squatting, usual, doing a lot of cycling, overusage of the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, and I got very tight in those areas as well as the hips, so the lower half of my body and the posterior chain, and I dropped all my weighted sessions for a good 6 to 8 weeks and focused a lot on mobility, stretching, and specifically yoga, just to try and correct it and to get a bit more supple in those areas. And it worked. Do you know what I mean? Within a few weeks, I increased mobility in my hamstrings. They got a lot more flexible, and pain started to decrease, and I felt a little looser. And I was like, great. So what I did, I laid off that and I got back into workouts again, started deadlifting, and within a couple of weeks, it was back. Do you know what I mean? So what I did, I stretched, saw the benefits, and then I thought, great, do you know what I mean? I feel good, hamstrings feel a lot better. I can slack off a bit there and go back to my weighted sessions. And it's a huge learning curve that I had to take, in that stretching is for life. If people are tight, if you tighten your hamstrings, if you tighten your hips and your lower back, maybe in the quads, and it's giving you a bit of knee pain, stretching is essential daily, or at least a few times per week, every couple of days. And you're probably gonna have to come to terms with doing that for life. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to just stretch and mobilize for a couple of weeks, it feel okay, and then you can go back to normal. It's very rare that that will be the case. Usually stretching needs to take place, especially if you're doing a workout, for life. Do you know what I mean? I've said previously, if you spend X amount of time strengthening the chest, ideally you want to spend the same amount of time stretching it. And the same goes with any muscle group. If you're running, if you're playing sports, football, etc., or deadlifting, just lifting weights, you have to spend a lot of time mobilizing those muscles as well, and just to prevent injury and to stay strong and keep mobile. So yeah, stretching is for life. I would recommend anyone who's on a program, any kind of training program, to spend the same amount of time training and strengthening those muscles into stretching and staying mobile, and you will see the benefits. And unfortunately, it's something you'd have to do for life to keep seeing those benefits and remain mobile in those joints. So yeah, whatever workout you're doing, make sure you spend enough time stretching to avoid injury and pain. That's all I want to share, guys. Take it easy.